When something like this happens, my trust on school entirely shatters into pieces. Just 3 days ago, a substitute teacher in Texas was accused for organizing student fights in classroom. A student was brave enough to record this while it was happening and skilled enough to hide this camera from the teacher. When I hear this kind of news, I just think one thing: are the teachers drunk? How do these teachers even get this courage in the first place? How are they so much confident that these students will obey all of the things I say? Why is teachers image in front of students like this? Why do students think that they have to obey each and everything even though it is wrong? Why teachers are given so much powers in school? I believe something is wrong over here. Why teachers have this much ego in their life? From the beginning, I believe that schools are only good for making friends. If you go to a good school, you have good group of people to hang out. They think well, they think rich, they have good mentality towards life, and they shape you as well. But when it comes to study, a school is a complete no-no for me. Most of the schools, for most of the part, they only teach you how to be a good employee. If you want to be doctor, lawyer, or stuff like that, then go ahead, go to school. But if you want to be entrepreneur in your life, they don't teach you that thing. If you want to do YouTube, they don't teach you that thing. They don't teach you how to make money. They teach you how to be a good employee, good worker, which will bring you money. But will you be happy by working at a 9 to 5 job? If you give me all world billionaires, then you can count on finger who have the real degree of a college. Most of them are dropped out. If you obey your school completely, then you always will be the pig who moves in herds. You will never be able to roar like a lion who goes to hunt alone until you stop listening each and everything that is put into your ears from your school. If I was completely obeyed to my school, I would never be able to record this moment. I would never have that courage to record this and stand up against this teacher. The kid who recorded this without being an eye of the teacher, I really appreciate it. This video is so horrible. It just boils my blood. How can a teacher be allowed to inculcate this kind of behavior into students? If I was a parent and my child was studying in that school, then I would sue this school for $1 million, a nice opportunity to earn money. Later in this video, the teacher also assigns a student to stand in front of the door to raise an alert if somebody comes in.
And even instructed one to keep watch at the door while fights took place.
I need y'all to be quiet though, because that door's open.
Horrible behavior. And the student also obeys it because that's the person who's going to give you grades. He probably thinks that he doesn't even have power to raise his voice against this teacher. Your mentality is pressed. I'm not telling you to go into school and raise your voices against all of these things. If you know what is right, you can probably follow that path. The school is not revealing the substitute teacher's name. They only gave information when she joined it, and they confirmed that she's been removed and not allowed to rehire. What was the substitute teacher even thinking? Are you Vince McMahon? Do you want to hire people for WWE? Are you Dana White? Do you want people for UFC? When you teach something to students in their younger age, it is high chances that they will keep that in mind for longer period of their life. If you go to schools like this, you might end up into street fights. Who knows? A person might commit a crime by doing this stuff. Who's going to be responsible for it? The school, the teacher? No, nobody will be responsible. The only people who suffer is that guy who ended up in a bad place. Just regret, that's it. If you're a student with that kind of environment, with that teacher, you'll probably go home and watch WWE on YouTube. Watch Logan Paul boxing matches. Inculcate that behavior in your life. Probably wasting time. Who's gonna teach you networking? You guys have a really good friend called his YouTube search bar. If you use it very nicely, it will really help you. Don't get me wrong, some teachers are really nice and sweet, and as a student, you should give them the love they deserve. That's about it. Goodbye.